Miraculous food healed his.
What is good, my people, my peeps? How are you guys doing this afternoon? I hope all is well. I was actually trying to check the audio. So, y'all go ahead, give me a hot second. As you come in the building, go ahead and get the thumbs up, double tap your screen, rat-a-tat-tat, while I check the audio. So, give me a minute. Let's see what we're working with. All right, all right. Okay, so like I said, how are you guys doing? Go ahead, double tap, double tap, double tap, tap, tap your screen. We're gonna be talking about Married to Medicine. My goodness, I used to watch this show when it first came out, and then I stopped. I used to watch like all the little drama filled shows back in the day. I have to admit to it, yes. Married to Medicine and The Real Housewives of Atlanta and probably a couple of other those Housewives series. I believe the one in New York, but I didn't get too far gone. But I haven't watched any of these shows for a while. But I do recall watching the episode with Dr. Simone when she lived in a house, but she had another house with her sons and her husband, a big old house in Atlanta, y'all. She's a doctor. We're going to talk about this latest episode that has her trending, and we're going to talk about narcissist children, okay? And their enablers, their parents, because narcissism is just not started or created by monsters, but you can create narcissists in your children by spoiling them too much, having them become entitled. That's right. And I get it, especially if you have children, you get it. You want your children to have the best of everything. But sometimes you have to, slow it down. Hello, hello, welcome into the building. How are you doing? How are you doing? uh Sometimes you have to slow it down. You can't always give your children everything their little hearts desire, right? So we're going to talk about entitled children, how parents can actually create narcissism in their children, and oh my goodness, relationships, a little bit of everything we're going to talk about. So as you come to the building, go ahead, double tap your screen, because if you haven't heard about this, honey, it's trending. It's trend. It makes you, there is a male loneliness epidemic, and women, when they keep seeing this stuff like this go on, it's making them want to stay single, y'all. Single. So let me get into a little backstory so you can know, because some of you guys may not even watch, these reality TV shows. But doctor, I do say doctor, we got to give her respect, okay? Dr. Simone had a little sit down discussion with her grown children that she has put them through college and, just spoiled the bejesus out of them. But there is one of her sons that is just so entitled, so entitled. So I'm going to let y'all listen to what they have to say. I was gonna plan on showing it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all listen to it, because I want we're gonna monetize this. Okay, all right, so y'all hold tight. Let me get this queued up for you all, and we're gonna have a discussion about what happened at this dinner, okay, and entitled children. So let me get this queued up. Buckle up, hold on tight, go ahead, double tap your screen as you come in the building. Get the thumbs up and go ahead, subscribe to the channel today. I am your host, Ethereal, and we're going to be talking about a couple of things, a few things. So first, let's listen to this family discussion. Let me turn this up. Here we go.
Only one here at the table with an actual graduate doctorate degree is me. And how I did it was I got scholarship money and loans.
Your mom was not able to do the things for you that you are able to do for us. What about all the rich white kids? Their parents pay for their way to do everything, and then they get out of college.
If you can't see by the thumbnails that I put up so that you can understand the dynamics here, they are what you so-called call African Americans are Black. So, okay, let's continue.
Debt free and are millionaires.
So what about all the white people who pay for their kids to go to school, be debt free, and they still ain't doing shit?
Now, Michael's point is still a valid one. We are blessed. We are in a situation where
the voice you're hearing is her husband, okay? The dynamics between her husband and Dr. Simone is she is the breadwinner. Her husband, I believe he has a real estate license. Like I said, I haven't watched this since it first aired, when she was in her own apartment and still paying for the house on the hill, baby, where her husband and two boys, they resided. But she has moved back in, and we're going to talk about that too, due to the pressure of her friends at the time. But this is her husband. And I'm going to let y'all listen to it again because I want y'all to get the full context of this discussion we are about to have. Let's go. Double tap your screen.
we can help.
Who here at the table gives a about how hard I'm working instead of being able to move towards retirement?
Me.
That was one of her sons.
He said that he thinks every day about how he can, what he can do to be able to give back to you. That's what he said. But then don't.
If I'm dead before he finishes law school,
That
then
can
what?
happen because God might take you away.
I'm done talking about this.
Oh, I don't care. Be done. I get tired of being the lone man out. It's always 3 against 1. Jump in. You can't speak for me because you don't think like me. You don't think like me. You don't support me on.
Where did that come from?
It comes from my heart. The bottom line is you are so entitled is what this revealed to me. I'm done. I don't owe you a mother thing from here.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay, I'm gonna let you speak in a few minutes, sister, because people have been talking about this conversation. Now, I'll probably try to find the beginning of this blow up, but the entitled son, the one at the top of the thumbnail. I didn't put the other son on here because he was mostly quiet, but he's entitled too. But this episode that you're hearing is regarding the entitled son who said to his mother that she's been supporting both of her sons' college education. You know, they finished their bachelor's. I believe they got their bachelor's degree. But now the entitled son wants to go to law school and expects his mother to foot the bill. Now, his mother has been footing the bill for both of their college educations, apartment that they were living in. Both of the sons have cars, vehicles that she bought. The entitled son, as they're sitting at this table, has stated that, you know, the Jeep that you got me, you know, it's nice. It's nice, but it's played out. It's getting old, right? So he wants a new car. You know, he wants her to buy him a new car and put him through law school. And so Dr. Simone brings out a statement because she's checking her bank statements, right? She said, "Do you realize you have also spent 60,000? Oh we, 60,000 Now, I'm wondering, and look here. She asked, what did you spend $60,000 on? Because he pays no bills. No bills, not even the car insurance, not even for his apartment. Entitlement is, I don't even know. I think this is entitlement times 10. You understand? And still, yet demands more from his mother. Now, his father is sitting at this table too. And instead of, you know, sticking by his wife's side and said, hold up, partner, because he ain't bringing in the dough. Okay? The daddy is not bringing in the money. It's the mama. She says, I cannot even afford to retire, and I'm tired. I don't know why some men, not all, don't understand when women say, I'm tired. Did that not register? And it went in one ear of her husband's and out the other. And it definitely didn't even touch the ears of her children. You understand? She says, I can't even afford to retire because she's steady working, dishing out money to support grown ass men, boys, her children. You understand? And her husband sitting across from the table of these grown ass men, boys, didn't stick by his wife's side and say, hold up, partner. Y'all graduated college. The rest is on your own. But let's listen to what this sister has to say, because everybody has an opinion, and I want to hear what your opinion is. We're gonna listen to it. We're gonna break this down.
I've always had a soft spot for Dr. Simone, because she looked like my mom. It's her teeth.
Oh, Lord. Come on, lady.
Dr. Simone, she has beautiful teeth. She has big teeth.
We don't want to hear about your teeth. Let's go.
I just like Dr. Simone. I don't care what nobody else says. It is what it is. Everybody else is, you can say whatever you want. You can have your own opinion. I don't give a damn. So for me, if you can imagine how disrespectful Michael was, and the fact that Michael is sitting here saying like, yo, I'm going to need you, right, Mom? I'm going to need you to fund my law school situation. And not only that, I want you to fund law school. I still want you to take care of the condo, right? And then also that credit card from last year was $60K. Some people make $60K a year, and you don't even have no job. Where your job at? Where your job at, Michael? Yeah. And the fact that Michael brings up this fact, like, well, there are some white kids that are getting funded and they are becoming millionaires. I'm like, and ooh. Dr. Simone was like, and there are some white kids that ain't doing ish. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. What are you talking about? And let's be clear, that's not a good comparison. Regarding, like, first of all, Michael, you are Black. Yes, you are privileged because of your parents. Like, at the end of the day, respectfully, your mom is a doctor. And she had to take loans, and she had scholarships.
Okay. Yeah.
What were you doing?
Nothing. Okay, so we done heard her. She kind of dry with it, but whatever. Everybody got their opinion. Let me try to play this back. See if we can get and we're gonna hear another discussion about this situation.
If I'm dead before he finishes law.
This is what I want y'all to hear. This is Dr. Simone talking to her husband, honey. Said if she is dead before her children finish law school, she won't be able to retire. Her husband literally is saying, oh, everybody dies. Work yourself into the grave. Hello. Hey, Brother Vic, how you doing?
That can happen because God might take you away.
You hear this?
I'm talking about this.
I'm like,
I don't care. Be done. I get tired of being the lone man out. It's always 3 against 1. You don't jump in. You can't speak for me because you don't think like me. You don't think like me. You don't support me on
Where did that come from?
It comes from my heart. It comes from my heart. The bottom line is you are so entitled is what this revealed to me. I'm done. I'm done. I don't owe you a mother thing from here.
They are literally running their mama crazy and no support from the husband. Hold on, y'all. Brother Vic, I wanted to do something while you are online. I don't know if you're still here, but hold on. Let me go to YouTube real quick. So, hold on, y'all. I got to do something. Let me see if I can do it while we got Brother Vic in the house. Y'all give it up for Brother Vic. Hey. Okay. Give it up. Give it up. So we got an entitled children, both boys, but this one, Michael, is definitely, he is borderline a narcissist, really. That's just my call on it. And I wanted to talk about this because, we just had a son that took out both parents. Y'all heard about that double homicide down there in California, where a son went. I can't remember the son's name. Went in there and sliced up. I remember her from Laverne and Shirley, and her husband sliced their throats. Right? Entitlement. You heard me. When you don't check your children, you can also create narcissism in your children. And this young boy, Michael, when she said, she wanted to have a conversation with them, he said, make sure it doesn't make me want to flip out and get this food that, they were eating and dump it into the dog's bowl. Who? Let me tell you something. Who in the heck do you think you're talking to? See, he would have to go. He would have to pack his bags then and there. Because that right there already shows disrespect. You understand me? That right there already shows me that he has no respect for his mother, and it's scary. Scary. Do you understand? Okay, so especially after witnessing that, hold on, let me see. I am micromanaging. Not remove. I thought I could do this from here. I probably, Brother Vic, have to do it on my doggone laptop. Brother Vic is going to be a managing moderator now instead of a standard moderator. Let me see if I could do it from here. Nope. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go on my laptop and try to do it because it just has remove as standard moderator, but it doesn't have where I can upgrade it here. Let me see. Woo! Oh goodness, hold on, Brother Vic. Let me add. Okay, yeah, that just has me. Oh, here we go. All right, I wonder if it gives you a different color. Make a comment, Brother Vic. And he just got upgraded, y'all. Let me upgrade you. Hey. All right. So I don't know if it shows anything different. I cannot tell, but you should be a managing moderator. Did the children get a whooping when he was little? Brother Big Owl, probably not. Probably not. Let me see. What is 1910, Brother Vic? What is that? Okay, so we're gonna get back to it. Brother Vic is now let me see if it'll show me on here. I want to make sure. Yep, okay. It has you as a managing moderator. Y'all give it up one more time for Brother Vic. All right. So we in the building. All right, so look here. I don't know. Exandria is in the house. What's good, my girl? How you doing? Thank you for the contribution to the channel, my love. Yeah, come out the clouds and talk to us. Come and talk to us. Hope all is well with you. So look, guys, let me get back to this conversation we have it over here regarding these children that's grown now. They grown men. And let me say this. Because I don't want y'all to, feel some kind of way. Because I do think as in the black, and I'm doing air quotes, y'all, in the black community, we have a problem with telling our children, when you get 18, you're up and out of here. You out of this house. You done heard that before. Because I even said to my own son, you got to get up out of here. You're going to be doing something. But I ain't say like he had to go. But I said he gonna have to do something. You ain't gonna be sitting up in here just laying up chilling without a job or something. You got to contribute around him. And then you got to have a plan. I need to see a plan of action. Because you got to instill some motivation into these children, okay? And so I don't know. I don't believe in just kicking children out. If you can afford to have them hang around as long as they're doing something, I think it makes them stronger. Because as far as my background is concerned, I know the frontal lobe is not developed. Y'all done heard this come out my mouth before. Until they are 25, and that's boys and girls, men and women. Okay, so as long as you can afford to keep them around, but I'm talking about the entitlement and the doggone respect of this child named Michael, honey. He is a hot mess. So let me see. I wanted to get the original. Because I want y'all to hear the whole doggone conversation. Let me see if I can pull up the whole conversation. Let's see if this is it.
Last thing off the plate.
Nothing. It feels like nothing. So we talked about in high school, right? I got the Jeep. Boom, Jeep was cool. But now we're starting to teeter towards Jeep not being so cool. So now it's
really? What makes a Jeep not so cool?
No, it's cool, but it's just like, I'm tired of seeing it. I know you tired of seeing it.
Tired. What we do have to look at, though, is your financial situation to see if you could afford to make any payments. I put some numbers. I did some figures for you. Hold on one second.
You can comment, Brother Vic. You're the managing moderator.
Make sure whatever you bring out on that iPad is not going to cause me to pick up your pasta off your plate and feed it to the dogs.
Yeah, it might. Once Miles and Michael told me that they were going to be graduating this year, all I have been able to think about is moving forward financially. Basically, what I did was just calculate the Chase bill for last year, month by month. January.
Mama, can I stop you right there? This is going on wrong.
Why does this have to be negative?
It doesn't.
It's factual information. Michael spent over $60,000
to the no.
by himself on this.
By himself, y'all.
The Chase bill.
Some people don't get that. That's a yearly salary.
I wouldn't be arguing with the person you're asking to buy the car. But that's me. This needs to be shared so that he has a clear understanding about the value of money, about the value of just swiping a motherfucking credit card.
I know that's right.
Have you been thinking about where you want to go to law school, how you're going to finance your education?
I do have a mother who makes pretty good money.
Okay, pause for the call. I'm gonna need y'all to listen up. She done financed they doggone education thus far. He graduated. Him and his brother got bachelor's degrees. Now she's like, look, you want to go further in your career, get you want to be a lawyer. Have you thought about financing your education? You get everything paid for, and you spent $60,000, and you don't even know where you spent it. Oh Lord, somebody give me $60,000. Oh Lord have mercy. What a life. But hey, everybody ain't so blessed. You know what I'm saying? Let's listen to the conversation, and it gets heated, y'all. And it would get heated if I was in that house, so it'd probably go a different way. But let's listen.
I don't feel like I should be footing the bill for anything other than the roof over your head, that sort of a thing.
So when you start talking about law school, graduate school, and so forth, if you're not getting any support, right? If no one's helping you to do that, and it sounds like, based on what your mom is saying, that's what would be the ideal situation.
So the only one here at the table, actual graduate, doctorate degree, is me. And how I did it was I got scholarship money and loans.
Your mom was not able to do the things for you that you are able to do for us. What about all the rich white kids? Their parents pay for their way to do everything, and then they get out of college debt-free and are millionaires.
So what about all the white people who pay for their kids to go to school, be debt-free, and they still ain't doing shit?
Now, Michael's point is still a valid one. We are blessed. We are in a situation where we can help.
Who here at the table gives a about how hard I'm working?
Come on, Mom.
Instead of being able to move towards retirement.
Me.
He said that he thinks every day about what he can do to be able to give back to you. That's what he said. But then don't.
If I'm dead before he finishes law school,
that
then
can
what?
happen because God might
Lord,
take you
mercy.
away.
That can happen because God might take you away. Not that he even sided with his wife, because he sit at home in a big old house his damn self. I'm talking, that's the daddy talking, y'all. Yeah, he like work until you die, because we all got to die someday. Oh my goodness. And Brother Vic, I see the comment, but I don't see nothing negative that anybody has said down here in the comment unless they took their comment back. All right, let's keep it rocking.
I'm done talking about this.
Oh, I don't care. Be done. I get tired of being the lone man out. It's always 3 against 1. Jump in. You can't speak for me because you don't think like me. You don't think like me. You don't support me on
Where did that come from?
It comes from my heart. The bottom line is you are so entitled is what this revealed to me. I'm done. I don't owe you a mother thing from here. I've given you everything I have. So how does it feel to have one less thing off?
I mean, that conversation, you could hear the agony in the mama's voice, has literally took her to the breaking point. You understand? Daddy don't even have a backbone, and that's all he really needs is to have a backbone and stand up to them grown children. While mama got, what doctors have long days and long nights, because half time they still working at night at home, writing charts and trying to catch up to before the next day comes. And if like I do, I'm a working woman, my doggone self. Seem like as soon as you step in the door to your house, the alarm clock already ringing, and it's time to get back up, and you don't even remember eating, let alone having any relaxed downtime. You understand me? I just can't get with this daddy. I can't get with this daddy. Let's hear what some people have to say regarding this conversation. Hold on for a minute. Let me turn this down. We're gonna get to what other people have to say, because come on, especially if you are a husband that ain't got to go to 9 to 5, you just at a big old mansion, baby, please. He had to get gone. He had to get from around me. You understand me? No, and then the husband don't even clean up at the house. baby, I'm sorry. Y'all might not like my opinion on this, but I feel so sorry for Dr. Simone. I do. I want to hear this panel, what they got to say. This is crazy. This is highly upsetting.
He also says, what about the white kids whose parents pay for everything and they come out of school debt-free billionaires? Simone says, what about the white kids who have...
Yes, a reality show, Brother
Still
Vic.
don't do shit. Crystal says, we are blessed and we can help. Simone says, wait.
Because Simone, the only breadwinner.
I know you lying. Simone says, who here at the table cares about how hard I am working as opposed to working towards retirement? And Mom says, me.
Idiot. Mom said, ain't no fuck up his check.
I know that's damn. He says, if I'm dead, then what? Cecil looks at her and says, people die every day who ain't never died.
That's so oh my God. Disheartening. People die every day. They say, baby, just, I know, let me get them unchecked. Baby, go lay down in the room. I know you're probably tired. And let me talk to these boys.
And it can happen because God may take you away.
That's what her husband
My
basically
son, the other
said.
end of the table praying, please don't take over because I know how we going to make it. Simone says she is tired of 3 against 1.
That's right.
And Michael says he is done. And Simone says, oh, I don't care. And now Simone and Cecil are fighting because of Michael.
The
and
husband
the
and
whole
wife.
situation at the table. Simone said, you don't support me. Oh, shit. He said, well, where did you get that from? She said, my motherfucking heart.
Now, let me tell you something. Now, when I watched this show back when it first started, like I told you, I don't watch none of these reality shows no more, none of that. I just get bits and pieces. And if something come up, I want to talk about it. And I want to talk about it. What's the name of the people that just got took out, y'all? The white couple out there in California by their son. What's the name of them folks? He was on Barney. What was that show? Parade. Had it made. That's why the days. Y'all remember what I'm talking about? Y'all know I'll break into a song in a minute. Let me try to figure out. You know, they son took them out because he was entitled. What was the name of it? Laverne and Shirley just got her throat slit by their son. What's their name?
See it at all. No.
Y'all,
In the corner.
Yo, that's how I talk to my dog. Oh, system, okay. I talk to her like you know what I'm talking. Rob Rita and his wife, y'all. They sons just took him out, but it's deeper than that because you know he had some stuff on Trump and all that. Yeah, it's deep. I've been kind of stayed away from that conversation because I got stuff to do and it just didn't float my boat to even talk about it. You know, because people ain't really real out here. They just gonna do and say what they want to say and you know don't back they don't stand on business. You know, especially regarding this Trump situation and how he, you know, I'm gonna speak on it. Let's pause. We're gonna pause the conversation real quick about Married to Medicine. Let me say something. People don't stand on business. They just blow in the wind like a leaf. You understand? Because this guy, Rob Ryder, and his wife just got their throat slashed, right? Got their throat slashed by their son. Mm-hmm. Now, I done been on these doggone internet streets giving y'all news you can use and sometimes a little gossip, here and there, just what we hearing on the entertainment side of it all, right? But I do recall when I got on here and gave y'all the true report about Hulk Hogan. I ain't gonna forget it because folks is phony, fake, and frauds on these internet streets. When I gave y'all the truth about Hulk Hogan and his racist antics, people came in my throat. They sure did. Try to take a sister down. Try to make a sister look like she bad. Because I'm talking about myself, gave a true report about a racist wrestler. Yeah. And we had some fake, phony, and fraudulent people try to take a sister out. Like they was sitting on a high horse. And try to talk about how folks can talk about the dead. How can people say anything about the dead? Well, I can say when I'm talking about the dead, I'm going to talk to you about factual things. You know what I'm saying? And then soon after that, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Fake phony assassinated. Because from what I heard, he probably living in the Alpine Mountains some damn well. But he was assassinated shortly after they tried to sabotage my platform because I spoke on the truth about Hulk Hogan being a racist, giving you factual evidence and receipts to back it. Right? Started calling me a witch and everything. I'm like, these folks is damn near psychopaths on these damn internet streets. They crazy. And then I gave you a report. One of the first to hit the internet streets about Charlie Kirk. Half these folks started reporting on Charlie Kirk. Ain't never talked about Charlie Kirk. Didn't even know who the hell Charlie Kirk was. But me, Ethereal, yes, the one you need to go ahead and sub up to right now, told you about Charlie Kirk, how he tried to come against a black Austin fire chief when we had these floods down here, and he tried to blame the black fire chief and DEI, and the flood wasn't even in Austin. It was 2 hours away, and Charlie Kirk tried to blame the firefighter, the fire chief, decorated, 30 years honored service. Charlie Kirk tried to blame the fire chief. I gave y'all the report before even any one of these knuckleheads, hallelujah, talked about a Charlie Kirk. They didn't even know what a Charlie Kirk was or what he stood for. But they came on these internet streets saying, oh, we love Charlie Kirk. Tap, tap, dance, tap, tap, the dance, tap, tap, dance, tap, tap. I'm dancing, I'm tapping for the man. Yeah, they came tap dancing their way across the internet streets. Talking about don't look at these other folks. They disrespecting a Charlie Kirk. Don't disrespect Master. Didn't know nothing about Charlie Kirk. Oh, then everybody, all these racist MAGAs and NAGAs came out the woodwork. It was a month of Charlie Kirk assassination on internet streets and jobs alike. They was taking out people's jobs, people's financial support because of their opinion. Oh Lord, reel me back in, Brother Vic, if I'm saying too much. Calm me down. But I'm going to town because there's some frauds on these internet streets acting like they really giving you the news you can use. They don't stand on nothing but they hot ass air. They come out they hot ass mouth. You understand me? We had folks literally losing their damn jobs behind talking about the death of Charlie Kirk. Holler back if you hear me. And then they tried to take, oh boy, President Donald Trump tried to take the night show guy. I can't remember. I had to tell these buffoons on the internet street. They never worked. Thank you, Brother Vic. They ain't never worked in radio. Ain't never worked for mass media. Oh, just been on dog. What does 10 stand for? I'm a 10. You got to let me know. We put 9s in the chat. I don't know what that 10 means. Look here. These folks they only been on the internet. Don't know nothing about FCC. But Mr. President gonna try to fire. Oh boy, I can't. His name is I can't get his name. But I had to come on these internet streets, educated Black woman in communications, worked in mass media over 7 years, to tell them about freedom of damn speech. Because these hot air balloon blowing folks talking about the president, he can do that. He can be the muscle man in the mafia and have the FCC fire. I can't think of this man's name. I can't think of this night show man name. It'll come to me. I had to get on here and tell y'all don't know nothing about the FCC. Ain't never took no test or certification for the FCC. So shut your monkey ass up. Because I've been there, I've done it. These hot blowing air balloon scholars hate women who have a brain. I'm trying to let you know. They hate women who got a damn brain and been worked in the field that they act like they know something about. They only know about YouTube guidelines. That's all they know. That's it. That's all. They don't know nothing about regulations over the real air waves. Who does? I do. Had to tell these knuckleheads, he coming back. What's the night show's name? Y'all give who was the man that they fired? Hold on, I'm gonna have to go to my source. What was the night show talk show host that Donald Trump tried to fire through the FCC? The name ain't coming to me.
President Donald Trump is criticizing NBC after it aired an interview with Senator Raphael Warnock.
Trump. That's right. Y'all remember the FCC, Jimmy Kimmel, and I had to come on these airwaves. And they better be glad my platform is small right now. And only a few of y'all heard the truth and nothing but the truth. Because these knuckleheads trying to act like they know something. They ain't know. I told them the FCC is in the wrong and Kimmel gonna get his job back. And what happened? Kimmel got his job back. Right? Because I know the regulations. And they know about hot air. You understand me? So, I'm around it. I'm bringing it around the corner. I'm bringing it around the corner. I'm going to bring it on around the corner for you so you can understand what I'm talking about. That's why I say lock it in today. Go ahead and double tap your screen and subscribe to the channel over here that's going to give you the real news and not nothing to tickle your ears. You understand? Learn something from somebody who's been educated in the field of broadcast news, communications. These folks that didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was, tap dancing all up and down these internet streets for months, 2 months at a time. Oh, it's so bad that people don't have the respect of the dead. This is what these fools were saying. It's so bad that people can speak their mind. They just need to just be quiet sometimes. This is what these buffoons were saying. Oh, but lo and behold, what your president just do?
No. I was a
Hold on.
sitting in the corner.
Hold on, brother. That's not funny. Hold up. Lo and behold, honey, what did your president do after he had people fired from their real life jobs about Charlie Kirk and his racist antics that these buffoons was backing? We had 2 months of folks biting their fingernails, scared to talk on these internet streets. Not me. Not I. Yeah, these guys are fake news too. Because they didn't know what the hell they was talking about. But lo and behold, you have my girl Laverne. What's she? Shirley. Laverne and Shirley. House and Pepper Incorporated. Shamil. Shamizo. House and Pepper Incorporated. We're gonna do it. And my boy. Off of Archie Bunker. And I'm on those were the days. You know, took out of here by their son, their narcissistic son. And your president, after taking folks' jobs, trying to cancel Kimball, got his behind on his media site and laughed and joked about the dead. Right? Yeah, he did. But wait a minute. These same knuckleheads and buffoons that have been riding the jocks of idiots, they make excuses for who they want to make damn excuses for. Yes, they did. Oh, well, you see, that's what they need. They need to be choking on them damn words. Because they was sitting high on the hall looking ethereal. She talked and told the truth about Hulk Hogan, and look, he died. I respect the dead. She can't report on her own platform about a racist wrestler. Put her to the pits of hell. Hopefully her channel fails. That's what they was thinking in their mind. They sat on their high horse of nothingness. No integrity, nothingness these men sit on. Just hot ass air. Look at her. She's reporting on the news, telling the truth about a racist wrestler. Look at her. She spoke on Charlie Kirk, talking about a black, respected fire chief who was literally 2.5 hours away to help rescue these senators' children that was caught in the flood. And Charlie Kirk tried to blame it on the black man in DEI. But Ethereal told the truth. No, we ain't know nothing about Charlie Kirk, but we rock with him. We rock with Charlie Kirk. Y'all, excuse me. We rock with him. We don't know nothing about this white man. But Ethereal on her platform told months ago about him. We gonna act like we know something. We gonna tap dance for the man. Don't disrespect the dead. It's just disrespectful to disrespect the dead and talk about the dead when they dead and tell the truth about them. These hot air blowing buffoons. That's right. Said all of that. Oh, look at them talking about the president when he doing wrong. They over there talking, oh, we support this president because if he do wrong, we don't care if he's bringing Hitler's army back. We support this buffoon of a president. But this president, just this week, or last week, whenever Laverne and Mr. Reed here lost their life, this president wrote some buffoonery about the dead. You heard me? Wait a minute. Did he do that? Yeah, he did. Theory. He did it, girl. He said something about the dead. But then he was just a few months ago getting folks fired. What? No, he didn't. Yes, he did, honey. A few months ago, he was getting folks fired about that down Charlie Kirk. What? Yeah, I remember that. I remember all the buffooneries and the buffoons who was supporting him too on getting folks fired, saying something about the dead. But he the president, so now he can speak about the dead. And now we got buffoons. I don't agree But let me agree, but not agree. You know how they say when you put a but, it cancels out what you said before. When you put but although, it cancels out before although, but conjunction junction, what's your function? Putting that conjunction word in there cancels out pretty much what you said in the beginning. You really want to focus on the latter of your statement. The person is wrong because they got to say that because they was sitting there on their high ass horse when the president was going around like the arrogance of Hitler, getting people fired and acting almighty, but double standing, talking. President did exactly what he was pissed off about Charlie Kirk. You understand? And now these buffoons want to say, trying to cover up their buffoonery. I don't agree. But what is a but I don't agree. But however, what is a however? Oh, you canceling out your first statement to bring light unto your second statement. They buffoons that sit up on these internet streets with nothing but hot air in their lungs. So we know what it's about. They have no sense. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel today. My name is Ethereal. I am your host. And everything I stood on still stands today without me having to backtrack. Because now they got to stand with their decisions. Right? Because now they got to say, well, Rob Reed, he made fun of the president. Is this man dead? You see, when people are dead, they can't defend themselves, right? So if the president has something to say when he was alive, then he needs to talk to him when he was alive. Then Rob Reed could say what he had to say because he was alive, right? No, but the president and this guy, they had a little beef. It's okay for the president to disrespect the dead. Shut it up! Buffoons at their finest. But anyway, please forgive me. Oh, no, you don't have to clap. You don't have to clap for the truth. Because I'm telling you, the truth will only set you free. Not buffoonery. Follow the leader. Straight to hell. Bust the gates wide open. So anyway, that's why I got sidetracked because these buffoons, they just, that's why I hate if they even come across my damn chat. I don't want none of their buffoonery to come because they dim-wit knuckleheads. You understand me? They hate a smart woman. They scared of a smart woman. That's why they need women and people they think is dumber than them to be right up in their platform. Please be dumb. I bet they pray every night for dummies to go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. I bet they pray for it. But you need to be smart when you come over here and have some brain cells that click, that charge, and stand on business. Okay? Because that's what we do over here when you rocking with the E crew. This royalty at its finest over here. So let me get back to business. I brought up Rod Reed and his wife being taken out by their son, an entitled son, but could also be a pawn in the game of, the Illuminati. Can also be a pawn. But he was entitled nevertheless. And see, this is where this family that we're talking about, Married to Medicine, they can be on a slippery slope because the son did say, Mom, before you even open your mouth to say what you got to say, make sure it don't make me mad enough to throw this food into the dog bin so the dogs can eat up some good old food. What you say? I know you did. What? He'd have to pack it up and get up out of my house that day, that night. What? Let's get back to the message at hand. They raising a narcissist. You understand? Let's get some more commentary. Let me rest my vocals, okay, on the situation. Go ahead, double tap the screen, get the thumbs up, hype the video or hype the live stream. Why don't you? Hype it up.
You should never marry a man like Dr. Simone's husband. That type of man will send you to an early grave and will literally cry, not that you're in the early grave, but he will cry because of the fact that he doesn't have your bank password to get money out while he waits on the life insurance policy to pay out. That's my opinion about that type of man. So just to give y'all some background, okay? Dr. Simone, a multi-million, I'm assuming she's a multi-millionaire, has a very successful medical practice in Atlanta. She's on a reality show called Married to Medicine. She's got 2 adult sons. I think they're probably like in their early 20s, right? One of them, I believe, is about to go to law school or already is in law school. Long story short, a scene has been floating around from a very recent episode of the show where her son, right, was sitting up here saying, basically, Mom, I want you to buy me a new truck. She'd already, I guess, bought him a Jeep or something like that. And her whole position, says, I understood it, right? And just to cover myself, this is allegedly, I'm just responding to stuff that I saw on TV. This is all my opinion. I'm not an authority on this matter. Nonetheless, her son was basically, she had come to him and basically like, hey, this, I guess she wanted him to take over the note for the truck or wanted to take on more financial responsibility. He then does what I think a lot of young entitled men do, which is he tries to convince his mother that no, he's not the problem. Her wanting him to do more is the problem. While his behavior is problematic and him pushing back was problematic, what made it worse was that when she then revealed the credit card bill, because I guess she gets him a credit card to use, she showed him that over the last year, he had spent $60,000 on that credit card. Now, I'm not criticizing that, right? There's a lot of people out here who are wealthy enough where allowing their child to spend $60,000 on a credit card is not an issue to them, okay? And at the end of the day, I'm not here to talk down about someone else's wealth. If anything, that's what we should aspire to be in a position where we have those type of resources. But here's the bigger issue that happened. After this all came up, as this conversation is happening, her husband is sitting there like a bump on the log. Go watch the computer sitting there like this. Just looking shiftless. Y'all ever heard the word shiftless? That's what they say in the country. Just shiftless. Like he ain't worth a dog. Right? And when he finally opened his mouth, do you think that he defended his wife? No. Do you think he stood on her side? No. He came to the defense of the son. The spoiled, entitled son. Now, from what I know about the husband, and again, this is allegedly, there could be some things I don't know. In fact, comment below. When they first started the show, I think he worked in IT, but she was still making more to him. Now, I don't think he does anymore. I think he got a real estate license, but honey, everybody got a real estate license nowadays, but we know that a very small percentage of people with a license actually make money with one, right? But he got a license.
So you're right.
And I'm assuming he makes money from being on the show, but I don't know that he makes a lot of money or not. Regardless, she's clearly the breadwinner, right? He starts defending the son. And when she said, I'm only working for the sake of being able to take care of you guys and take care of the expenses that you all are having me pay, because if I were to stop taking care of you all, I could stop working today. Listen to that. She could retire now, but she's taking care of them. Do you think he stepped in and said, wow, babe, I didn't realize that? Of course I don't want my wife to have to work unnecessarily. Yeah, no, you don't have to do that. What did he do? He defended it. This man don't care about her well-being, and that's why I say these type of men are some of the worst men you could ever marry.
Show you right, brother. Let me tell you something. That's just like these cowards on these internet streets. That's why they could never run a kingdom. I done told y'all how to play chess. Is so many men over here on the internet streets and in the real world that is lovers of men. And I mean that literally. Lovers of men, do you hear me? And scared of a strong woman, a smart woman, a queen. They're scared of a queen that will raise her voice like a lioness and roar. Back up, Jack. You in the wrong kingdom. They'd rather surround themselves with a pack of hyenas cackling and yeah, not saying a damn thing. Don't have nothing to stand on because they don't know how to roar. Rawr. Don't get me started. They'd rather be lovers of men instead of knowing how to build a true kingdom, build a true company. That's why now there's a male loneliness epidemic in America. And I told you it was coming. I'm not making it up. Because men put bros over so-called hoes, what they called them back in the early 90s. Now we're finding out it wasn't just that. These men was down low, down low. And some of them just so damn weak, they just have to cling on to another man that don't have no strength in neither arm or his brain. And I'd rather have a man with some strength in his brain and his brain clicking. Because we both can put our arms together and we have 4 of them bad boys that we need to beat up on somebody. You heard me? I'd rather have somebody that can strategize instead of be led the damn straight. You know? Can I talk to you for a minute? I sit and I ponder sometimes of the word, the Bible, the blueprint, and how these men, some men, they so dismissive of women. And I hear how some men like to use the Bible. Somehow they like to use the Bible to manipulate, to get the panties down. Mm-hmm. Get concubines and more wives, and they can't even figure themselves out of their own situation half the time. And I was wondering, why is it gonna be more women headed to the kingdom than men? Oh, wait, okay, don't come at me. Just ponder with me for a minute. Ponder with me, because we already outnumber men, right? Mm-hmm. Right now in hell, right now in this hell, present hell, this matrix that we are in. But it seems like a lot of men gonna be going to the pit, to the fiery grave. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I have heard men try to manipulate and use the Bible and say, and Ezekiel said, in that day, there'll be 7 women clinging on to one man, saying, take us away from our approach. Marry us. That's what that means. Okay. Why don't these men ponder to themselves? Well, dang. Where are the men gonna be? You see, they so mad. They mad, man. They mad right now because women they fed up. They tired. They don't want to be what y'all have slaved them out to be. They don't want to do that no more. So they rather be at home, popping their own popcorn, doing what they got to do, than put up with you. If it ain't you, let it go, let it fly. If it don't apply, like they like to say. Mm-hmm. Have you ever pondered why Ezekiel said, brothers and sisters, Ezekiel said, in that day, the day to come, the end times, y'all. I'm making it plain for you. He said, in that day, There's going to be 7 women to one man saying, please, I have my own house. What you say, sis? Yes. I have my own house, and I have my own money, and I dress myself. I look kind of cute out, when I dress, but I don't have a man. Take this approach away from me. What does that really mean? The kingdom has to be replenished, brothers and sisters, boys and girls. That's right. But you don't need 7 women and 1 man to start a kingdom again. Why is the Most High got all these women headed to the kingdom? They don't look at it like, they don't ponder these things. Maybe it's just me. Stay with me, brothers and sisters. It's going to be a lot of women, what they called modern women. I guess you can use that word if you want to. Because, modern women, they work. They have their own raiment. They got their own food. Just like it said in the Bible. Just like in Ezekiel. He said in that day, 7 women will cling on to 1 man to take away their reproach. They choose, and you'll be my husband, so they can replenish the kingdom, baby. Make some babies. We just need 1 man. The Most High don't need to reserve 7 women. Hey, he could do it with 2, 3, but it'll be in that day. There's a lot of men gonna be off this planet going to the kingdom, making it through the gates. You understand me? But these men thinking they gonna make it. I think it's gonna be more women with their own jobs, own money, own raiment. See, look at this man walking. It look like gold glimmering in the sun. Girl, do you see that? Is that a man? And I ain't seen a man in a minute, girl. It's gonna be like these women is what? Have you ever heard of Wonder Woman? Y'all know what Wonder Woman came from? An island. Islands in the sea. That is what we are. Came from an island full of women. That's right. Wonder Woman was sitting and saw a man and his airplane crashed in the ocean. So what is that glimmering out there? And this sounds like Wonder Woman. I believe they took this segment out of Ezekiel and made Wonder Woman story. I believe it just sounds too much like Wonder Woman because it's 7 women. Not just 7, it's 7 to 1 man. So it's a whole bunch of women. Sound like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was sitting and some came crashing out the damn sky. Let me tell you the story real quick so you can understand. I mean, this is what I be pondering on. I want y'all to pull up a chair and listen. While you got these misogynistic men around here thinking it's going to be a whole bunch of men walking around at the end times. I doubt it very seriously. It's going to look like Wonder Woman. An island full of women. And they going to see a man and she going to jump in the water, swim out there, and she going to be strong too. She I guess so-called model. She going to pull this man out the water and say, what are you? What is this funny looking thing? I have never seen a creature like this before. Let me drag him on to the shore. Women! Mother, what is this creature? Daughter, well, we haven't seen this. Oh my gosh, you have found a rare specimen. This is what they used to call man. A man? Oh, ladies, come quickly. Look what Wonder Woman has brought from the ocean. She brought him from the depths of the ocean. What is it? Oh my God. Is this? Yes, I think it is. This is what they call Wonder Woman. He came falling from the sky. I just went swimming and I pulled him from the depths of the sea. He was sinking, never to be seen again. I just wanted to go see what fell from the sky. Oh my goodness, he's waking up. Hey, hello? Where am I? Where am I? What happened? Where am I? Oh, you're on the island of 7 women. What? 7 women? Yes. And many of us haven't seen a man for years. Will you take away our reproach? We will soon be gone. Marry us all so that we can make more to replenish this huge and lovely island. That sounds like Wonder Woman. Ezekiel said, in that day, it's going to be 7 women to 1 man. Where is all the men going to be? Few and far between. But it's going to be some righteous women around this camp, saved and spared by the Most High Yah. That's right. And they going to have everything already. That's right, because Ezekiel said, I didn't say, so don't be mad at me. Ezekiel said they going to have their own house, their own car, their own money. You heard me? What these men are mad about today. And they going to see something coming, walking, straggling down the street. What in the world is that? I think it's a man. Don't be mad at me. But let's listen to what men are saying in 2024, getting ready to go into 2025, trying to warn you. They trying to tell you Ezekiel Day is fastly approaching because women are being single.
For the first time in history, women are not marrying for social status or financial stability anymore. They're marrying for personality and character. And now look at us. We're all single. Because the moment women stopped saying, well, he provides, and started saying, but can he hold a conversation? Society crumbled. Back in the day, a man just needed a job, a pulse, and a decent pair of shoes. Boom, that's a husband. Now, women are looking for emotional intelligence, accountability, basic communication, a sense of humor, and the ability to load a dishwasher without complaining or acting like it's advanced robotics. Women used to marry for survival. Now, evaluating core values and conflict resolution styles. They're marrying for genuine compatibility, which is beautiful, inspiring, and apparently a guaranteed way to be single until 2034. The moment a guy realizes women aren't impressed by job titles anymore, he panics, because what else does he have to offer? Sir, she doesn't care that you're a regional something. She wants to know why your last 4 breakups look exactly the same and why your bed sheets are blue and don't match your pillowcases. So here we all are, women with standards, men with confusion, and one giant dating pool where everyone's doing their best but still sinking. With the change to I want a partner and not a provider, men looked around and said, we weren't prepared for that at all. But here's the truth. It's better to be single because your standards got better than partnered because your standards were low. And if personality and character are the new requirements, yeah, we're all going to be single for a minute. But at least when you finally pick someone, it won't be because he owned land and could read at a 5th grade level. It'll actually have to be something deeper. And honestly, that's the part worth waiting for. For the first time.
Y'all heard this. This coming from men's mouths. This male loneliness epidemic is taking hold. It took hold in Korea. I told you when it spread over there. Now it's here in America. You know? And I'm not making up. It just seemed like this stuff is, leading to Ezekiel. Let me see if I can pull. Let's see if I can pull that up over here. I don't even know the doggone chapter and verse. Ezekiel in that day Let's see if that'll pull it up. I don't know the chapter.
Have you ever heard of the vision that made even prophets tremble with fear? In the desert of Babylon, under the scorching sky, Ezekiel lifted his eyes and saw the impossible. Before him appeared a whirlwind of fire, lightning cutting through the horizon, and beings no man had ever dreamed of. 4 living creatures, each with 4 faces: lion, ox, and eagle. Their wings touched one another. Their body.
Angels. Hold on for a minute. You've seen the angels, but I'll let that continue to play. Wait a minute.
Have you ever heard of the vision that made even prophets tremble with fear? In the desert of Babylon, under the scorching sky, Ezekiel lifted his eyes and saw the impossible. Before him appeared a whirlwind of fire, lightning cutting through the horizon.
He's seen a return of the Most High Yah. Hold on. I was gonna let it play, y'all. I'm trying to keep this short because I said I wasn't gonna hold y'all that long. And hold on, let me type this in. Because it just seems very interesting to me. 1 man, 2, 7 women. While men sit up here and act as if it's gonna be a party for men. Y'all might want to get right with God, the Most High, because it don't seem like a lot of y'all gonna be around to be chosen from. Let's see.
Oh, out here looking. Oh my! Like the end of a video game level.
In that day, 7 women will take hold of 1 man, saying, "We will eat our own bread and wear our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name to take away our reproach."
Y'all heard that? They even brought their own bread plan. That's commitment.
Wait, all 7 at once?
Oh, out here looking like the end of a video.
Okay, hold on. That was a little AI thing going on. I wanted to see what it was about. Let's see. Keep the face 7. Let's see what this one's saying.
Good morning, Your Highness. Good morning, Your Highness. Good morning, Your Highness.
Another AI.
Game level.
In that day.
Oh my!
We don't want no music.
Hey, Christian men, married and single, I have a quick question for you.
No. Let me turn this down because there's too much music. While I find this, there comes a day when it will be 1 man to 7 women. Let's see what Brother Man talking about.
Did you know that things are going to be so bad at the time of the end that a lot of men are actually going to be killed? According to Isaiah 4, in fact, it says that there will be 1 man per 7 women. It says, in that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man, saying, "Let us all marry you. We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old maids." There's a terrible time coming into the earth, and we haven't seen it.
Pause for the cause. I don't know which Bible he reading that out of. Because that's not what King James says. It says, "Take away our reproach, marry us." But they're going to have their own raiment. It don't say mocked as old maids. These women going to be what they so-called modern women because they're going to have their own stuff.
Time like that ever. Jesus calls it the time of great tribulation. And it's coming.
It's coming.
But those that know Christ will escape from it, be it death or be it the rapture. Now, I believe in a pre-trib rapture. You may believe in mid-rapture.
It's coming. It ain't no rapture, baby. Folks are going to be down here to go through it. You understand? And did you hear what the Brother Man said? It's going to be a lot of men losing their lives. So you better be careful, men, who you follow, who you listen to. Let me see if this is the King James Version.
Isaiah. No. Yo, Bible prophecy wins every time, right? Because what does Scripture say? 7 women shall take hold to 1 man, saying, "I have my own stuff. I got my own stuff. Just let me be called by your name." So it's interesting when you could, like, see how it playing out like right before, right? Women have now more than ever, right? And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying I'm against that. I'm just simply making an observation.
Make an observation, brother.
Bible prophecy is.
Wait a minute, because oh Lord, I thought I was the only one pondering on this, where you got all across these internet streets where these men making it seem like it's glorious for them in that day. You understand me? When it seemed like it's gonna be more of like the island of Wonder Woman, where it's gonna be more women in that day, because a lot of men gonna lose their life. And the women gonna already have their stuff. I was pondering why these men always making these men think that they gonna be really the ones here when it's already a shortage of men to women. But in that day, it's gonna be even worse. Do you understand, fellas? In that day, it's going to be worse. So while you out here hating on women, you better get a grip and understand how to choose better, fellas. And y'all out here choosing men that y'all, all these men groups gonna go straight to hell. And that's why it's gonna be hard for women to find a man. And that's why they already gonna have their own stuff. Let's get it.
Yo, Bible prophecy wins every time, right? Because what does scripture say? 7 women shall take hold to one man, saying, I have my own stuff. I got my own stuff. Just let me be called by your name. So it's interesting when you could like see how it playing out like right before, right? Women have now more than ever, right? And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying I'm against that. I'm just simply making an observation as to how Bible prophecy is. It's like rolling, right? So they have their own homes, they have their own job. Most times they're making more than the men, right? But this world is headed, right, on schedule, prophetically, right, for war, and most of the men being wiped out. So you can see how it's like coming together that like when most of the men are wiped out, you're going to have this overabundance of women with barely any men, and they got all their stuff, and you can see how prophetically they're just going to be like, yo, I don't care about other women. Like, I'm just going to attach and associate myself for you just because you're a man. Scripture says.
Not just because you're a man. This going into the kingdom, honey. These men that are spared are not just going to be regular Joe Blows. You understand? The Most High know what he's doing. Continue.
That he's going to make a man as
rare gold, baby.
As rare as gold. Right? So you see where this world is headed. The majority of men are about to be wiped out.
Move up out of here.
That's Bible.
That's Bible.
I'm just like making an observation to like.
You better tell them, brother.
See how it's playing out, man. These women got their own. I'm not hating. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. So that don't take it as that. I'm just simply saying like how you can see prophetically how everything is like coming around full surface and how Bible prophecy is right on schedule. That Bible wins
every time. So while these men with platforms teaching and gathering up men, let them do it, sisters. Because guarantee it's going to be more us than them. And you going to be doing the choosing from pure gold. So let these vagabonds and hot air blowers be amongst themselves, because they don't know how to choose a good woman to build a kingdom with. All they know and thinking about is, oh my God, it's women and they tallywaggers. I tell you, they think with the lower head than the big head. And the majority of them is going to be smooth up out of here. And it's going to be the men, the Most High God. God has his hand on. He knows the man's seed that he wants to keep preserved. You understand me, brothers and sisters? And he knows the wombs of the women that he wants them, that seed to come through. You understand me, brothers and sisters? So it ain't about no sex fest, brothers. You better represent and respect these women around here and pray that you ain't one of them, these men, to get wiped up out of here.
Gotta know who the children of the book are. It all starts from there. And no, that's not hate. I know they brainwash people into finding out who you are is somehow hate. Meanwhile, those other people, they've been telling the whole world they're the chosen forever. Nobody had no problems with that. Nobody questioned that. They got whole movies called The Chosen, whole TV series called The Chosen. Nobody had no qualms with that. Now, black people, we find out we're actually the chosen. Now, somehow that's racist. Don't let these people play stupid with you. Don't let these people play semantics with you. Look, I just seen a woman ride by in a nice Tesla. You know, so it just kind of affirmed. But you know what I'm saying? She doing that was a real nice Tesla she was in, right? So so I just make observations or whatever. But back to the point, like, don't let these people play semantics with you, right? Oh, that's racist to learn who you are. They've been telling you your identity forever, and now when you read and you find out in the Most High's downloaded it in you, now it's something that's racist. Come on, don't let these people.
Yeah, and I don't want him to get too far off track of where this message that I'm leading you all down tonight. Brothers, y'all preaching and teaching the wrong message. Instead of building up the women, you never know. They are the ones that's going to put you on their team. You're not putting us on your team. Remember that. They're going to be the ones truly choosing. You just better be prayed up and hope the Most High God has chose you men. Because it's going to be like y'all rare gold. Okay? I'm just saying. Wonder Woman. You know? Don't hate the messenger. You know, don't shoot the messenger. Just peep the message. You heard me? And don't stop disrespecting women just because they can use their brain. So, you know, I mean, I just wanted to wrap it up with that and how this family of men disrespecting the mother, the doctor, right? The breadwinner. Make better decisions, my brother. It's not always about a boy's team. It's not always about a boy's team. Go ahead, like, subscribe to the channel today. I am your host, Ethereal, and much, much more.